Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Catherine McGarry, Mayor of Cambridge and Chair of today's Special Emergency Council meeting. I believe that as a result of this meeting being posted a little under our notice requirements, we have a motion to waive the notice requirements under Section 5 of our procedure bylaw. Councillor Wolf, do you have the motion? Please read it in its entirety.
Through you, Madam Mayor, moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Adshade. Recommendation that Council waive the notice requirements as found under Section 5 of the City of Cambridge Procedural Bylaw 15-18 as amended.
Okay, I will now ask our clerk to call for the vote. Your response to vote in favor is yes or aye, and a vote in opposition will be no or nay. Madam Clerk.
Thank you. Mayor McGarry.
Aye.
Councillor Adshade.
Yes.
Councillor Devine.
Aye.
Councillor Mehta.
Aye.
Councillor Liggett.
Yes.
Councillor Mann.
Yes.
Councillor Reid.
Yes.
Councillor Wolf.
Yes.
And that carries.
Thank you. With the evolving situation we find ourselves in, on behalf of Council, we hope that everyone is staying safe, practicing the physical distancing guidelines, and that you're washing your hands regularly and are only leaving home for necessities like medical appointments or groceries at this time. We have been receiving ongoing reports of many people taking advantage of the nice weather, and although we understand how difficult it is to be cooped up at home at a time like this, we remind you and that it is most important for your health, the health of our seniors, and those with compromised immune systems to practice physical distance, which means staying 2 meters or 6 feet apart if you are outside, and that you do not gather in groups. That not only helps you, our residents of Cambridge and the region of Waterloo, but it also helps our healthcare heroes, our doctors, nurses, and our first responders. Let's continue to do our part and ensure that we keep Cambridge and the region of Waterloo safe. Now I'll ask our clerk to roll call of Council so that we can confirm everyone's attendance as we are coming to you electronically today. Madam Clerk.
Mayor McGarry.
Here.
Councillor Adshade.
Present.
Councillor Devine.
Yeah.
Councillor Mehta.
Here.
Councillor Liggett.
Here.
Councillor Mann.
Here.
Councillor Reid.
Here.
And Councillor Wolf.
Here.
Thank you. In addition, we're also going to take a moment to welcome the staff we have joining us today. Joining us electronically, we have our City Manager, David Calder, our Deputy City Managers, Cheryl Zonleiter, Hardy Bromberg, Dave Bush, our Chief Financial Officer, Cheryl Ayers, our City Solicitor, Lisa Shields, our Director of Human Resources, Andrew Martin, and moderating and clerking the meeting today, we have our City Clerk, Danielle Manton, and our Deputy Clerk, James Hudson. And thanks again today to our Technology Services staff who has assisted in the logistics for today's meeting. We would like to begin today by acknowledging that the land on which we gather today is the land traditionally used by the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Neutral people. We also acknowledge the enduring presence and traditional knowledge and philosophies of our Indigenous people with whom we share this landscape. As this is a virtual meeting, I will remind each member of Council who wishes to speak to press the raise hand feature on your video call, and the clerk will track our speakers list today and then invite you to speak. We'll move forward to declarations of pecuniary interest. So a reminder to members of Council that if you've made declarations of pecuniary interest at a previous meeting, you will also have to do so today for the bylaw related to the same item. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest? Seeing none, we'll move ahead. As a result of City Hall closures and physical distancing guidelines being in place, in-person public attendance at special emergency meetings of council is not currently available. However, the procedures for electronic participation during the course of an emergency allow for the public to provide written submissions to the City Clerk's office in advance of the meeting for any item on the agenda. We have not received public submissions for today's agenda at this time. We will now move to consideration of reports. I believe that we'll be moving into closed session for this next portion of our agenda. Councillor Reid, you have the motion. Please read the motion in its entirety.
Thank you, Your Worships. Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Romero. Consideration of matters in closed session. Recommendation that in accordance with Section S239D of the Municipal Act 2001, Council may convene in closed session to consider the following subject matters. 1. Labor relations or employee negotiations, a confidential human resources matter.
Thank you. Councillor Liggett, you have a question?
No, I don't know how that happened. I just noticed that was up there. I just removed it.
Okay, no problem. All right, so now I'll ask our clerk to call for the vote. Madam Clerk?
Thank you. Mayor McGarry?
Aye.
Councillor Adshay?
Yes.
Councillor Devine?
Aye.
Councillor Mehta?
Aye.
Councillor Liggett? Councillor Mann?
Yes.
Councillor Reid?
Yes.
Councillor Wolf?
Yes.
And that carries to move into close.
Thank you very much, and we'll now move into closed session, so thank you for joining us.